conflict that has left the country divided. And its people devastated. This week marks the first anniversary of Yemen's war, since the country became a battleground between the Saudi-led coalition and Iran-backed Houthi fighters. In Sana'a, a show of resilience by Salah's supporters as they mark a year of airstrikes. The country is more divided than ever. Yemen's Shia Houthi rebels still control the capital Sana'a, while the deposed government of Abd-Rabbu Mansour Hadi holds parts of the south, including the port city, Aden. And from the security vacuum caused by the political uncertainty, Al-Qaeda and Daesh have thrived. The country's former longtime president, Ali Abdullah Saleh, who resigned in the midst of Yemen's uprising in 2011, has allied with the Houthis. And Hadi took refuge in Riyadh, only to return to Yemen in September to reclaim the seat of power. But a year in, Yemen's front lines seem as entrenched as ever, as a Saudi-led bombing campaign has brought the country to the brink of collapse.
The level of humanitarian situation is becoming disastrous, the level of civilian casualties, so we cannot afford having this war continue. So this is really our last chance.
More than 6,200 people have been killed since the coalition joined the war. 2.3 million others have been displaced. An estimated 4 in 5 people in Yemen are in need of aid. 19 million lack access to clean water. 14 million lack access to urgent medical care. The UN says children are the worst affected. Every day for the past year, at least 6 children have been killed or injured in the fighting. 60% of those killed died in airstrikes. Both sides are accused of committing war crimes. As the suffering continues, so too do the efforts to find a solution. But Yemen's protracted conflict now reflects various foreign interests in the region. The war and the peace process in the region's poorest country is being driven from outside its borders. Yemen's northern neighbor, Saudi Arabia, says it's protecting its borders, but it's also countering the influence of its main regional rival, Iran, which backs the Houthis.
I believe Iran should stay out of Yemen. It has no business in Yemen. An Iranian general was quoted as saying that Iran is prepared to send troops to Yemen to help, or forces to Yemen to help the Yemeni people, and that because Iran cares deeply about Yemen. Iran doesn't care about Yemen.
Last week saw yet another attempt to end the fighting. The UN announced the warring parties agreed to a cessation of hostilities due to begin on April 10th. Some say this is Yemen's last chance at securing peace. Yemen can ill afford another failed ceasefire, or it may indeed become a failed state. Randolph Nogel, The Newsmakers.